I'm proud of Terence Crawford. Proud of him. But you know, after the fight, after all the Terence Crawford fights, I always text him or call him and say congratulations.
The possibility of Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford stepping into the ring together has the boxing world full of excitement like never before. It's a fight that has everyone talking, from the casual fans to the most dedicated boxing analysts. The idea of these two pound-for-pound kings meeting is enough to ignite endless debates about who would come out on top.
You know, being that you obviously, again, appealing Team Crawford, can you confirm? Are we going to see that fight? Has it been made official? Is it official?
It's on, baby. September 13, baby. Look forward to it. Crawford versus Canelo.
But recent events surrounding Crawford have stirred the pot even more, making people question if he's truly ready for a fighter of Canelo's caliber. However, with Floyd Mayweather now training with Crawford, it seems he might actually be ready, but Canelo thinks this won't change his fate.
The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better.
Crawford has always been a special talent. His technical ability, sharp instincts, and sheer willpower have earned him an incredible legacy, including being undisputed in 2 weight classes. But moving up in weight comes with new challenges, as Crawford himself admitted recently. After his fight with Israel Madrimov, where he claimed the WBA super welterweight title, many fans and critics started questioning whether he's losing some of the traits that made him so dominant.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Madrimov, naturally the bigger man, gave Crawford a tougher test than expected. Crawford secured a unanimous decision victory, but it wasn't the kind of performance fans have come to expect from him. He looked slower at times, and some wondered if the added weight affected his usual speed and sharpness. For a fighter like Crawford, whose precision and agility are his greatest weapons, any sign of diminished speed raises red flags, especially when considering an opponent like Canelo Alvarez in the near future.
I think a lot of Canelo fans, for some reason, they know that there's no excuse. If he loses to Bud, this is a huge mark on his resume. If he beats Bud, he does beat a very accomplished fighter in his era. But there's no ready-made excuses in this fight for Canelo. Canelo should win this fight. And
Canelo, who has spent years establishing himself as one of boxing's biggest stars, is no stranger to facing tough challenges. Having won world titles across multiple weight classes, he's fought and defeated some of the best in the business. However, one of the rare blemishes on his record came against Floyd Mayweather in 2013. That fight was a defining moment in Canelo's career, as Mayweather's defensive brilliance and tactical genius left him unable to impose his will. But Canelo has grown immensely since then, and he doesn't believe that Mayweather, or anyone trained by him, poses the same kind of threat today.
Eso. Venga. Cinco, venga.
I'm a whole different fighter now, Canelo confidently stated. There's nothing they could do to figure me out. He dismissed the idea that Crawford training with Mayweather would give him any advantage. Canelo has made it clear that the fighter Mayweather defeated all those years ago is no longer the same man. His confidence is rooted in his evolution as a fighter, having added new layers to his game, from improved defense to better movement and ring generalship. For Canelo, facing Crawford would be just another opportunity to showcase how far he's come.
Head movement at times, but I'm a different fighter. You know, I'm a different type of animal, so we're gonna see.
But the connection between Crawford and Mayweather can't be ignored. Crawford's decision to train with Floyd has sparked curiosity and raised questions about what kind of influence Mayweather might have on his approach. Floyd, widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time, brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to the table. His ability to analyze opponents and exploit their weaknesses is unmatched, and Crawford has spoken highly of what he's learning from the retired champion.
68. Him saying it's an easy fight, he's out of his damn mind.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you're the most comfortable at 168.
Yeah.
And we'll see Crawford have to jump up 14 rounds.
Working with Floyd has been about sharpening my mind and approach, Crawford shared. I'm learning things that could help me against anyone. Floyd's presence in Crawford's camp is a reminder of his own victory over Canelo, and it's clear that he's trying to instill the same mindset and tactical discipline in Crawford. But as much as Crawford might benefit from Mayweather's expertise, there's no guarantee that it will be enough to overcome Canelo's unique skill set and experience. Crawford himself acknowledges the challenges of moving up in weight, especially against naturally bigger opponents. Reflecting on his recent fight with Madrimov, he admitted, "I'm naturally fighting bigger guys, and every step up comes with new tests. I didn't feel my best, but I got the job done." While the victory added another belt to his collection, it also left fans questioning whether Crawford's body can handle the higher weight classes without losing some of the qualities that make him special. Mayweather's own career serves as a point of comparison. During his professional run, Floyd remained undefeated, amassing a 50-0 record that included wins over some of the greatest names in boxing, such as Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, and of course, Canelo Alvarez. However, despite his dominance, Mayweather never became an undisputed champion in any division, unlike Crawford, who has achieved that distinction in 2 weight classes. This difference highlights the unique accomplishments of both men, but it also adds an interesting layer to Crawford's relationship with Mayweather. Floyd's influence might help Crawford refine his skills, but it's ultimately up to Crawford to prove himself in the ring. Canelo, for his part, doesn't see Mayweather's involvement as a game changer. While he respects Floyd's legacy, he remains confident that he would beat Mayweather if they were to fight again. "Floyd is one of the best, greatest. He's so good," Canelo said. "But right now, I'm not the Canelo he faced. So yes, it would be a good fight. But he's older now. Maybe prime him in current me, then I'd take him out." Canelo's belief in his own growth is unshakable, and he sees Crawford as just another fighter trying to solve the puzzle that he's become.
With that,
Maybe a little less. Could be 150.
150, 150 million.
Yeah.
Let's make sure Terence gets some money out of that too, though.
No, he's gonna get paid too.
He's gonna get.
The talks of Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez facing off have always been filled with speculation and excitement. After years of back and forth conversations, it seems that the stage is finally set for one of the biggest fights in boxing history. Turki Al-Sheikh, the Saudi Arabian promoter, has reportedly secured the deal that both fans and insiders have been waiting for. And while the official announcement is yet to come from Canelo or Crawford, Bernie Davis, a trusted member of Crawford's team, has confidently declared the fight as confirmed.
I'm gonna tell you, my prediction is Canelo's gonna walk him down. Crawford is gonna do a lot of defense.
This fight is far from ordinary. It's being hyped as a David versus Goliath matchup, with Crawford attempting to move up to 168 pounds. An uncharted territory for him. While this leap may seem risky, Crawford has always embraced challenges. His knockout win over Errol Spence Jr. solidified his place as one of the pound-for-pound best, but facing Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight is a completely different kind of challenge. Speaking about the fight, Bernie Davis's confidence was evident. His bold claim, "It's Crawford versus Canelo, not the other way around," made it clear that Team Crawford sees this as their moment to shine on the grandest stage. Davis even went as far as to predict Crawford becoming the next super middleweight champion of the world, emphasizing the significance of this historic clash.
Straight like that. I don't think Bud is way more Bud is a way more tactician. He's way more skilled than both of those dudes that was in the ring last night. He's way more skilled.
Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, has been as dominant as ever in his super middleweight reign. His wins over Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga showcased his versatility and ability to adapt to different styles. Both fights highlighted the Mexican superstar's refined skills, which make him one of the most dangerous fighters today. Initially hesitant about fighting Crawford, Canelo seems to have changed his mind under the influence of Al-Sheikh, who is known for pulling off some of boxing's most ambitious matchups. For Crawford, moving up to 168 pounds isn't just about chasing greatness, it's about proving to the world that size doesn't define talent. "I'm gonna feel great at this weight," Crawford said in response to doubts about his ability to compete at super middleweight. Confidence has always been one of Crawford's defining traits, and this fight is no exception. While critics question whether his skills will translate to the heavier weight class, Crawford remains unshaken.
What about Canelo and Crawford? What do you think?
That's going to be a great fight, too. I can't believe they made that happen. Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo is so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight class.
The decision to step into Canelo's domain is also fueled by Crawford's hunger to test his limits. It's about testing yourself, he said. Canelo is one of the greatest, and this is my chance to show I belong at the top. This mindset is what sets Crawford apart from many fighters. Rather than playing it safe, he's constantly looking for ways to challenge himself, even if that means stepping into unfamiliar territory against a bigger and more experienced opponent. Adding to the intrigue is Crawford's newfound partnership with Floyd Mayweather. Training with Mayweather could give Crawford a psychological and strategic edge. However, both Crawford and his team know that replicating Mayweather's success against Canelo is easier said than done. Canelo has evolved tremendously since that loss, becoming a much more complete and dangerous fighter.
The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford. Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. Yeah, so if yeah.
Beyond the personal stakes, this fight represents a monumental event for boxing. Thanks to Turki Al Sheikh's financial backing, this isn't just another championship bout. It's a spectacle that's set to draw global attention. Al Sheikh's involvement has also highlighted the growing influence of Saudi Arabia in the boxing world, with the country increasingly hosting high-profile fights. For Crawford, Al Sheikh's support has been crucial in turning his dream of fighting Canelo into a reality. The weight difference is one of the biggest talking points leading up to this fight. While Crawford has dominated at welterweight, stepping into the ring with a natural super middleweight like Canelo is an entirely different challenge. Canelo's punching power, ring IQ, and experience at higher weight classes give him a clear advantage. However, Crawford's adaptability and technical skills have led many to believe he has the tools to level the playing field.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talks. With the right...
Crawford's team has been quick to shut down any concerns about the weight disparity. Bernie Davis's comments about climbing the mountain and taking on the Goliath that is Canelo show just how confident Team Crawford is. They believe that Crawford's meticulous preparation and ability to adjust mid-fight will give him the edge needed to pull off what many are calling an upset. But Canelo Alvarez isn't taking this fight lightly either. Known for his disciplined training regimen and relentless work ethic, Canelo is likely preparing for Crawford with the same intensity that has brought him so much success. His ability to dominate opponents across multiple weight classes makes him one of the most well-rounded fighters in boxing today. Facing a naturally smaller, faster opponent like Crawford might require adjustments, but Canelo has proven time and time again that he's more than capable of adapting to different styles.
Canelo been ducking Benavidez all these years, and he's kind of ran out of opponents. You really want to know why? I'm going to tell you why the Crawford fight is happening. Crawford fight is happening because y'all fans, Canelo Alvarez fans, your boy did not want to see Benavidez.
While the fight is officially unconfirmed by both fighters, the buzz surrounding it is undeniable. If the reported September 13th date in Las Vegas holds true, fans can expect a promotional buildup unlike anything they've seen before. Crawford's boldness and Canelo's dominance make this a fight that transcends weight classes, legacies, and expectations. Canelo Alvarez has never been one to shy away from expressing his stance when it comes to potential challengers. His views on David Benavidez provide a glimpse into his mindset as one of boxing's biggest superstars. According to Alvarez, Benavidez's constant pressure and disrespectful approach have been the main reasons he has yet to grant him a fight. While most boxers would move on after being ignored, Benavidez has continued to call out Alvarez, refusing to take no for an answer. This persistence, however, seems to have backfired, as Canelo views it as a lack of respect, something he values deeply in any negotiation.
You've been in a ring with both guys, Canelo and Benavidez. If they fought, which I don't think they're gonna fight no time soon, who do you think will win?
Man, that's hard to say. I think both have pros and cons. I feel like the things that Canelo does better than David. There's things that David does better than Canelo. In a way, I'm not comparing it to this fight, but it's like
When someone approaches you like that, you don't need to give them any money, Canelo explained. This statement reflects his belief that boxing is more than just about stepping into the ring. It's about mutual respect and professionalism. Benavidez, in his pursuit of a fight, has accused Canelo of ducking him, questioned his legacy, and even highlighted his success sparring with Dimitri Bivol, the man who handed Canelo one of his rare losses. However, these tactics appear to have only strengthened Canelo's resolve not to entertain the idea of a fight. Canelo's frustration with Benavidez isn't just about the insults. It's about the principle. For years, Alvarez has fought and beaten champions across multiple weight divisions. He has taken on the best, including Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, and Caleb Plant, solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of this generation.
What I wanted to tell you guys too, I mean, this guy, he's making the most money out of everybody. He's charging you guys so much for the pay-per-views. It's like he's spitting in your guys' face, saying that he's not, you guys want. He's not going to give you the best fights. He's going to fight the fights that he wants. In my opinion, that's a little bit disrespectful.
To him, he has nothing left to prove, especially to someone he feels hasn't earned the right to share the ring with him through their approach. While David Benavidez remains fixated on fighting Alvarez, Canelo's focus has shifted toward other challenges, most notably Terence Crawford. In stark contrast to Benavidez's approach, Crawford has been respectful and professional in his pursuit of a fight with Alvarez. This difference has not gone unnoticed by Canelo, who acknowledged the way Crawford has handled himself. He's been respectful. He said, "I want Canelo, and that's the right way to do it," Alvarez said.
Or he didn't make as much money with all those guys except Mayweather. Even Berlanga right now, that he will with me. But yet and still, you know, he have all these excuses why he don't want to take a fight with.
This mutual respect has set the stage for one of boxing's most anticipated matchups. Crawford's decision to move up 2 weight classes to challenge Canelo has been met with skepticism from critics. Many have questioned whether the former undisputed welterweight champion can handle the size and power of Alvarez at 168 pounds. However, Crawford remains unfazed by the doubts. That's what great fighters do. They test themselves against the odds, Crawford said. His confidence and determination to face Canelo show just how much he believes in his abilities.
Everybody keeps bringing up Canelo. I think that's weird, you know, because you'd have to gain like, what, 20 pounds? Yeah. But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know what I mean? Catch weight.
Crawford's rise in boxing has been anything but easy. For much of his career, he was locked into a contract with Top Rank, which limited his ability to secure fights with the best opponents in his division. Despite this, he managed to dominate the welterweight division and become the first undisputed champion in the weight class in decades. His move up to face Alvarez is not just about chasing greatness, it's about proving that he belongs among the sport's all-time greats.
Terence Crawford, I see he wants to fight, he's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better, no? Terence Crawford is a great fighter.
As Crawford prepares to take on Alvarez, he has embraced the challenge of adapting to a new weight class. "I'm going to feel great at 168, he said confidently. While many fighters struggle with the physical adjustments required to move up in weight, Crawford believes his adaptability and ring IQ will give him an edge. "I'm the type of guy who likes to feel my fighters out and adjust to what they're doing. That's my greatest attribute," he explained. Crawford's ability to adjust mid-fight has been a hallmark of his career. It's a skill that has allowed him to outthink and outmaneuver some of the best fighters in the world.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him.
Against Canelo, he knows he'll need to be at his best, but he's confident that his boxing brain will make the difference. "Man, we're going to see come fight time what my advantage is," Crawford said. His belief in his own abilities is unwavering, even as he prepares to face one of the sport's most dangerous fighters. Behind the scenes, Saudi Arabian power broker Turki Al-Sheikh has played a significant role in making this fight a reality. Known for his deep investments in the sport, Al-Sheikh has worked tirelessly to bring Crawford and Alvarez together for what promises to be a historic showdown. "I'm definitely grateful for what Turkey has done in the sport of boxing," Crawford said. "He's making all the biggest fights happen and putting the money behind them."
Only way that Mr. Alvarez doesn't stop Bud is if he's paid enough to like carry him. Similar to like the Jaime shit. I don't think it's like a mercy thing that he gonna have for like his Mexican brethren, but just on some like, hey yo, like nah, I've been paid enough to carry this man or make this look a certain type of way. Other than that, he's gonna get stopped brutally.
Alal Sheik's involvement has not only ensured the fight's financial viability, but also added a layer of excitement for fans. The Saudi promoter's ability to bring together two of the sport's biggest stars has set the stage for a fight that could define the era. For Crawford, the opportunity to face Alvarez is about more than just the payday. It's about cementing his legacy as one of the best fighters of his generation. As the fight draws closer, Crawford's focus remains on preparation. He knows that facing Alvarez will require him to be in peak physical and mental condition. I've got a lot of things to prepare for. That's part of boxing. Meeting milestones you've got to hit, Crawford said. His meticulous approach to training and his commitment to self-improvement have been key factors in his success so far.
The Germonta fight, they don't want to get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's going to say, it's too small, it's too small, it's too small. And then, you know.
Canelo, on the other hand, seems equally determined to prove why he's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. With a career spanning multiple weight classes and numerous world titles, Alvarez has nothing left to prove to his critics. Yet the challenge of facing Crawford appears to have reignited his competitive spirit. For Alvarez, this fight is about more than just defending his legacy. It's about showcasing his skills against one of the most talented fighters of this generation. The contrast between Crawford and Benavidez in their pursuit of Canelo highlights the importance of respect and professionalism in the sport. While Benavidez's aggressive tactics have only alienated him from Alvarez, Crawford's respectful approach has opened the door to one of the biggest fights in recent memory. But how do you see this going when they actually get in the ring? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates.